Hello my country people, you're welcome back to my channel. Now wetin dey happen for Rivers State? Wole Soyinka don come out, he don talk. Guys, more na hear wetin he get to talk.
This situation is actually a few days old. I was watching what action will be taken by the House of Assembly, by Senate, and even by the affected politicians in Rivers State, whom I expect to be in the court by now.
All right, you're welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys for always tuning in to listen. If you are joining us for the very first time, hello, this is Boyos Network. And please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share our videos. Now, concerning what Wole Soyinka said, that Governor Fubara and all affected parties should go to court. Apart from him, I've heard some speakers who said that they're advising them to go to court. And they wonder, to me, it's not the best advice. Fubara should not just bother to listen to those people because now the same Nigerian day. Guys, are these people not in Nigeria? And here I see they hear say another person they talk say, Fubara, you are still smiling and wearing white. Tinubu has removed you from office. Effiong, a legal practitioner and a human rights activist, Inibeni Effiong, has criticized the Rivers State Governor Sim Fubara over his response to the ongoing political crisis in Rivers State. Speaking in an interview in Channel Television, Effiong accused Governor Fubara of failing to take decisive legal action despite what he described as a clear attempt to undermine his authority. Now, when I saw this thing, I dey laugh. I said, wait, these people don't know this country. How are they advising? Why are they advising Fubara to go to court when they've already know the outcome of the court? Obviously, the outcome of the court is already predicted. Nigerians already know the outcome. I don't see here where some speakers also, they talk, say, Fubara going to court is like a waste of time. Because the outcome, they don't already know the outcome. I wish Nigeria is a sane country. The right thing that Fubara should have done is to go to court. Because according to the constitution, the president don't have the constitutional right to suspend him from office. That is according to constitution, no. Not be seen according to the reality of the interpretation of the constitution by Nigerian government. That one is different. Not say Nigeria now they practice two law. One according to the Nigerian constitution, the way it is stated, and the one will be say the interpretation of those in government. The interpretation of those in government of Nigerian constitution is always different. So Fubara going to court, my people, me I not say make any meaning, no, because already we don't already know the outcome. That is the truth. Say Natasha case. In terms of Natasha case, a federal high court in Abuja talks say waiting the Senate. The senators then say waiting then do no good. Say that suspension of Natasha is wrong. Few days along the line, not even up to 2 weeks, the same court by the same judge say no, say wetin the senators then do say good. That is the kind of Nigeria where would they see ourselves. So Fubara going to court, guys, I don't see any meaning for them. Just that it's so painful that these leaders, they keep doing this thing, knowing fully well how this thing they bring Nigeria, they reduce the integrity of Nigeria. Just like waiting Jonathan talk. It does not be only the Yahoo boys them. Now they bring down the integrity of this country. Say these decisions made by these leaders, say if they follow, they bring down the reputation of this country. As we speak, international communities, they don't already follow, they advocate for waiting they happen for Nigeria. Guys, more now watch am. Make una know say waiting they happen for Nigeria. I talk am before, say small time this country go explode. Just that me, I don't want make it explode because when I hear waiting people they talk concerning war, I don't want to see war for my lifetime at all. I just hope these leaders they call themselves to orders and know say this their decision, this their action, and they have been taken because of their own selfish interest. That is not yielding fruit. And apart from that, the people are angry, and very soon the people will revolt, which will be very bad for them and for us. Guys, please, I would like to hear your comment on this. Don't forget to like and share our videos. Thanks and bye.
Bring urgent attention to the escalating violations of fundamental human rights in Nigeria. The situation is dire, and the silence of the global community is no longer an option. Nigeria, a nation that prides itself on democracy, is rapidly descending into a state where free speech, political dissent, and fundamental rights are under siege. The recent threats against a National Youth Service Corps, NYSC, member for merely expressing dissatisfaction with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu are a stark reminder that the right to free speech is being trampled upon with impunity. This case is not an isolated incident. Across Nigeria, journalists, activists, and ordinary citizens are being harassed, silenced, and in some cases, detained for speaking truth to power. The international community cannot afford to look away. The right to free speech, political expression, and freedom from persecution is enshrined in international law. Nigeria is a signatory to the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, UDHR, the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, ICCPR, and the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, yet these rights are being systematically violated. Article 19 of the UDHR affirms that everyone has the right to freedom of opinion and expression. This right includes freedom to hold opinions without interference and to seek, receive, and impart information and ideas through any media and regardless of frontiers. Article 9 of the ICCPR states that no one shall be subjected to arbitrary arrest or detention. The African Charter on Human and People's Rights, Article 6 and 9, guarantees the right to liberty and freedom of expression, which the Nigerian government is blatantly disregarding. Yet, despite these legally binding international commitments, voices of dissent are being crushed in Nigeria. Another alarming development is the recent case of Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, who was publicly humiliated and removed from her seat in the Nigerian Senate, not due to any legal disqualification, but as part of an orchestrated political witch hunt by those in power. The Senate president, rather than upholding democratic principles, has become complicit in suppressing political opponents. Her ordeal is a reflection of how democracy in Nigeria is under attack, where elected officials who challenge the status quo face intimidation, legal manipulation, and outright political exclusion. This is a gross violation of not only Nigeria's constitution, but also democratic norms recognized globally. The international community must take a stand. Silence in the face of oppression is complicity. We urge 1. The United Nations, the African Union, and the European Union to issue strong condemnations of these violations and demand accountability from the Nigerian government. 2. Global human rights organizations to increase monitoring, documentation, and advocacy efforts to protect those targeted for speaking out. 3. Foreign governments and diplomatic bodies to apply pressure through sanctions and restrictions against individuals perpetrating human rights abuses in Nigeria. 4. Nigerian authorities to immediately end the intimidation and persecution of its citizens and uphold their constitutional and international human rights obligations. Freedom of speech, political participation, and human dignity are non-negotiable. The world cannot afford to wait until the situation in Nigeria spirals beyond control. The time for action is now. Thank you.
All right. In addition to that, Section 39(1) of the 1999 Constitution of Nigeria as amended state, everyone shall be entitled to freedom of expression, including freedom to hold opinions and to receive and impart ideas and information without interference. This particular provision guarantees freedom of speech and expression as a fundamental right of all Nigerians. It aligns with the international human rights laws, such as the Article 19 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights and the Article 9 of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, which also protect the right to express opinion freely.